Welcome back to episode 22, I believe, of our art book review series. Now, we've got, I think, a very well-known game. We've got the remake of Final Fantasy VII. This came with the deluxe edition of the game. Now, I don't have this game. I only got the free version of PlayStation Plus, and yet to play it, but I probably need to at some point. So I've picked this one up second-hand. Hence, knock on the end. So, only if I manage to get this at, I think around about 10, but most people are trying to sell this art book for 30 quid, which is quite ambitious considering you can get a full-sized, independently bought Final Fantasy Remake art book, which is about 40 quid. So, I don't understand why people think this is worth 30, unless it's just purely because it's Final Fantasy VII. But what we've got here is basically barely a tier 2. You got a little forward here, but you know you got some renders, but you do get like all the full code concept arts, all the playable characters. You have the young versions. You have the Toad versions, which, from what I've seen in the game, it seems actually quite rare to get the Toad status debuff. Is that in any other Final Fantasy game? I don't know. But I do like the Toad teeth, it looks pretty funny. Other than you only get like a very small version, because it's a small art book. There's not much detail you're going to get out of it, which is a shame. And we're not seeing the sketch works or how they just created the characters or made decisions made. Hopefully they're saving that for the full version, expensive version, but it does seem a bit pointless doing a deluxe edition art book if you're going to, especially an expensive deluxe edition, if you're just going to make it very basic. You know, like, for example, one annoying thing, you got some side characters here, Cloud's mother and whatnot. It's so tiny. What's the point of putting it in? You can't really make out. If I can barely make out a face, so I don't understand the point of even adding in there. It's like, oh, we got a bit of blank space. Chuck something in it, like this guy's back. Oh, we just got a little bit of blank space. Let's just chuck his armless back photo in. You know, Roche, who actually is a boss fight in the game and has a bit more appearance than a few characters, just get a headshot and a back shoulder shot. It's a bit weird, really. So you obviously get characters, which is nice, I guess. You get some enemies. And one thing you do get, like for example, you get the original design of Shifu, not the uncensored version before they put in the game. Which I guess if you like that, that's nice, I guess. But it's so small. I don't know what you're really going to appreciate too much of it. You know, I do like the fact that he's got some variation. If you got characters, you got enemies. Oh, Blumenik, I don't remember Juba Pod being that bad. A little bit of landscapes, scenery, props, and weapons, which are just, I guess, the final coloured graphic art version of it. I guess my problem here is they add all these things in to editions to massively spike up the price, and then you just get that. And I know most game art books I've shown on here, which are from special editions, have been on par with this or worse. There are some who do it right. It just feels unnecessary. If you're a massive fan of Final Fantasy VII, just buy the Mew art book, the full version. It's not much different in price to what people are selling this for, and you'll get a lot more. Maybe this is the point of this one, because it's made me want to actually pick up the full version so I can actually have some of these artworks in the full versions, and hoping it has breakdowns. So maybe I will pick that up, and maybe that was the goal of this, was to make people buy the full version. I don't know, but I'm happy I got this cheap. I didn't pay the full price for it, or what people are trying to sell it for, because it's not really worth it. But if you manage to find it for 10 quid or less, I would say, hopefully yours isn't as banned up as mine. Postman did that to mine. Yeah, if you find it cheap enough, maybe, and you're a big enough fan, but pick up the big full version instead. But anyway, that's the end of my review. Not much more to really say in that. So, until next time, goodbye.